What's the funniest thing someone's ever paid you to do? When I was 17, my classmate Derek threw $50 at me in the school parking lot and desperately said, "I need you to be my boyfriend for 1 hour," to scare off my mom's church friends. His mom thought he was gay because she found his elaborate skincare routine and absolutely freaked out. She was bringing her entire prayer circle over for what she called a healing intervention to save Derek's soul from eternal damnation. "Just act super gay and make them uncomfortable," Derek explained frantically while pacing nervously. "They'll get so weirded out, they'll pack up and leave within 20 minutes. Easy money, right?" I showed up at exactly 3 p.m. wearing the tightest jeans I could squeeze into and a bright pink shirt. I knocked on the door and screamed, "Derek, baby!" so loud that neighbors 3 houses down started coming outside to see what catastrophe was happening. His mom answered with 5 absolutely horrified church ladies clustered behind her like a religious huddle preparing for spiritual warfare. I immediately bear-hugged Derek and loudly announced, "Sweetie pie, I brought us matching cucumber face masks and a carefully curated playlist of Broadway show tunes for our romantic spa day." Derek's face went completely pale, but I was fully committed to this Oscar-worthy performance. For the next hour, I went into full theater kid mode like my life depended on it. I called him Sugar Plum, Honey Bunny, and my precious little cinnamon roll. I critiqued his mom's curtain choices with the intensity of a professional interior designer, started reorganizing their entire spice rack alphabetically while humming songs from Hamilton, and loudly complained that their throw pillows didn't match the seasonal aesthetic vision I was going for. The church ladies looked like they were watching a slow-motion car crash that they couldn't look away from. One kept fanning herself frantically with a church program. Another was gripping her purse like it was a life preserver in a stormy sea. Then, I made my absolutely fatal mistake. I spotted their old dusty piano sitting in the corner and declared dramatically with full jazz hands, "Derek, honey, let's sing that special duet we've been practicing for the school talent show." Without waiting for his response, I launched into the most ridiculously over-the-top rendition of A Whole New World that has ever been performed outside of Broadway. Derek just stood there, completely mortified and frozen like a deer in headlights. When I finished with a dramatic flourish, the church lady slowly started clapping. Then another joined in. Then all 5 of them erupted in thunderous applause like I had just performed at Carnegie Hall. "Young man," the head church lady said with actual tears streaming down her weathered face, "that was the most beautiful, soul-stirring thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Derek, you absolutely must marry this talented boy before someone else snatches him up." Derek's mom immediately started planning our entire wedding on the spot, pulling out her phone to call venues and florists while I stood there still frozen in my final dramatic pose. But the situation got infinitely worse from there. The church ladies loved my performance so much that they invited me to sing at their Sunday morning service. They wanted me performing How Great Thou Art with full choreography and backup dancers. One was already texting her granddaughter about hiring me for her sweet 16 party. Derek was full on panicking at this point. His mom was already picking out flower arrangements and discussing catering menu options. One church lady was asking about my ring size and whether I preferred gold or silver wedding bands. Then Derek's little sister walked in from soccer practice, took one look at the complete chaos unfolding in their living room, and announced loudly to everyone, "Mom, Derek literally paid him $50 to pretend to be his boyfriend. I heard them planning this whole ridiculous scheme in the garage this morning." The silence that followed was absolutely deafening. Derek's mom slowly turned to stare at him with the fury of 1,000 burning suns. The church ladies all stared at me in complete shock and bewilderment. I was still holding my jazz hands from the performance finale. Finally, after what felt like hours, the head church lady cleared her throat and said with perfect composure, "Well, Derek, at least we know you have absolutely excellent taste in entertainment." She turned to me with a businesslike expression. "Are you available for my granddaughter's wedding reception next month? We'll pay triple what Derek gave you." Derek still owes me another $100 because I ended up singing at 4 more church events that month, including a funeral where I performed Amazing Grace with interpretive dance. His mom still asks me when we're setting our wedding date.